my ex-partner got HIV. And we don't know exactly in that moment what that means. And unfortunately, he passed away. And after that, I understand that I needed to care and understand more about my sexual health.
Living in Venezuela, I feel like it obviously has its ups and downs, especially regarding sexual health care. I feel like there's so much lack of awareness. There's a lot of stigma towards sexual health practices, even getting your routine lab work done. It's very looked down on, and something that I hope in the future will be able to change.
Back in the Philippines, I used to be part of a support group and then advocate as well for HIV awareness. I've noticed that there's a lot of people from my community that are unaware regarding the use of PrEP. They are always afraid to have an HIV testing as well.
I grew up in Chennai, in India, which is interesting, and I never had PrEP back home. There's not much of an awareness, whereas here, I have that freedom and peace. I come from a really close-knit family. I do have a lot of good memories back home. The festivals, the food, and friends.
Growing up in the Philippines seemed very simple yet meaningful. I used to be with my family all the time. We share meals together and I hang out with my friends like every weekend.
I think my favorite memory from my childhood in Venezuela was just honestly traveling with my family. I remember every single time we got a vacation or a couple days off from school, my parents would just grab us and get in the car, we're going somewhere. And those little fun adventures have always stuck with me throughout my whole life.
It gives me a bit emotional thinking about that because it was a good childhood. I can't say anything bad about my family, and because without them, I think I can be here in this moment right now.
The moment when I transfer or live here in Canada, I realized that I almost take everything for granted because I thought that I'm gonna be in the Philippines for all of my life.
In Venezuela, everything is very conservative, so I felt very stagnant. I couldn't express myself the way I wanted, and I couldn't really show off how I really felt. And I feel like living here has opened the doors so much to that. It's been so great just to see so many different types of people just embracing their lives, not being afraid to really show who they are.
Sometimes I do feel like even though I did understand myself back then, I tried spending a lot of time fitting myself into what was expected of me. The clothing, the way you talk, the way you sit, you pretend to be someone else who you're not.
Lucy appeared, or I finally welcomed her into my life, I think around a year ago. I always felt out of place growing up in Venezuela. Obviously, there's a lot of restrictions with appearance, you have to fit in, and I wasn't able to explore that side of myself. I knew she was in there, but I hadn't had the opportunity to really bring her out more. Around a year ago, I finally decided, okay, this is it. You only live once, you have to make yourself happy in this life, and I decided to go after her. The trigger, I remember very vividly waking up one day super early, and I just was staring at the ceiling. I was super unhappy with my life, and I knew the reason why. I just had to deconstruct everything that was taught to me about, self-expression and all of that. That morning, I remember waking up very, very sad, and I'm I need a change in order to survive, because I feel like life isn't worth living if you don't pursue the things that you really want.
My first PrEP'd in Canada was in 2024. It's not the same as what you experience back home. It's entirely different.
My first PrEP in Canada actually was my first PrEP in life. I never experienced that in my country because I live with a stigma, thinking about being gay is something bad or not enough for the society.
There's a lot of joy in it, and I remember during my first Pride, I felt very overwhelmed because back home, the joy, people feel like they need to contain it, but over here it just felt very overflowing and very free and very happy, and that was honestly the best thing. It's infectious.
I have never felt that freedom, that sense of being yourself. Everyone wants to celebrate something that in one point of my life I thought it was bad.
It's really magical to me because I saw a lot of icons from the drag community. I met Priyanka, I met different drag queens from RuPaul, and I was inspired because they are really fierce. They portray like they are strong, they really accept themselves, and they really inspired me to be who I am today as well.
I actually heard about PrEP Clinic from a friend of mine. My first test was back home, it wasn't even here. Sexual health is non-existent, no one talks about it. I was really nervous and scared, but at the same time, I have to do it because I just want to double check what's going on or everything's okay.
I used to be so nervous because it's a different country. It's a big city. That's why I feel nervous about my health. I don't know where to go. Who will be the people that I will approach regarding with my healthcare?
I was a little confused. I didn't know what steps I had to take in order to get tested, but again, the clinic was super helpful. It feels like each year it keeps getting better. The staff is super nice and super efficient with their work, and they're able to provide anything that you need for any kind of circumstance regarding sexual health. So it's always nice to see that kind of growth from the clinic.
I stay with the PrEP clinic because they treat me as a human. The staff is very warming, welcoming, friendly. You feel like being in your home with your family. That feelings made me feel confident, made me feel supported. Sexual health is not easy to talk about, but I am really thankful because I am feeling care from the PrEP clinic.
It's just so beautiful to see that kind of community.